Jacob stepped off the train at Paddington Station, the somber London rain casting a misty veil over the city. As he navigated the cobblestone streets, he felt an inexplicable excitement course through him, a spark ignited by the tales of ghosts and forgotten artists he had long studied. That evening, as he sought refuge from the drizzle in a quaint second-hand bookstore, dusty tomes lined the shelves, each whispering stories of the past. His fingers brushed against an old, leather-bound volume, its title glinting in the dim light, The Enigma of Aveline Gray. Intrigued, he flipped through the yellowed pages, discovering alluring descriptions of a gifted painter whose haunting beauty captivated Victorian London before she mysteriously vanished during a fateful exhibition. With each word, Jacob felt a pull toward Eldridge Lane, destined to chase the shadows of Aveline's artistry and uncover the truth behind her disappearance, a web of intrigue that awaited him just beyond the threshold. Jacob found himself captivated by the life of Aveline Gray as he turned the pages of the old book he'd unearthed. It detailed her rise as a remarkable artist in Victorian London, a time when female voices were often silenced. Aveline's paintings, known for their haunting beauty and emotional depth, resonated with the struggles and aspirations of women confronting societal constraints. The narrative wove through her blossoming career, highlighting her sharp observations of the world around her, infused with a longing for freedom. As he read about her eagerly anticipated final exhibition, marked as her greatest opportunity yet, he could almost feel the electric charge in the air, swept together with an undercurrent of foreboding. It was at this event that Aveline mysteriously vanished, her masterpiece lost to time, and her legacy nearly extinguished. Intrigued and troubled, Jacob felt a growing urgency to uncover the truth behind Aveline's fate, especially as whispers from Eldridge Lane seemed to beckon him forward. As Jacob wandered down Eldridge Lane, the cobblestones glistened under the dim light of gas lamps, their glow casting flickering shadows that danced along the crumbling walls of once vibrant studios. An unsettling silence enveloped the street, broken only by the soft rustle of leaves in the chilled autumn air. With each step, an inexplicable pull directed him toward an old, dilapidated art studio at the lane's end. As he approached, faint whispers began to weave through the air, a gentle yet eerie chorus that seemed to call out to him. Jacob paused, a shiver coursing down his spine, caught between fear and intrigue. The atmosphere thickened with untold stories and longing, making his heart race. Compelled by an unseen force, he grasped the door handle, hesitating only for a moment before pushing it open, revealing the dust-laden remnants of a world steeped in creative spirit, eager for him to uncover its secrets. Inside the dimly lit studio, the air was thick with dust and the remnants of a life once vibrant. Jacob stepped cautiously over the scattered canvases, the faint smell of oil paints still lingering, a testament to Aveline's artistic passion. As he explored further, the room seemed to pulse with a hidden energy, igniting an inexplicable connection within him. Suddenly, a chill swept through the space, and there she stood, Aveline's ghostly figure, blurred yet strikingly beautiful, her sorrow palpable. In that moment, Jacob was transported to a surreal vision of her last hours, witnessing the intense focus as she painted her final masterpiece, a canvas steeped in emotion and desperation. Captivated and shaken, he felt the deep weight of her unfinished story pressing upon him. As the vision faded, Jacob staggered back, realization dawning. Aveline was reaching out, calling him to uncover the truth behind her disappearance and the fate sealed within her haunting masterpiece. Jacob immersed himself in research about Aveline Gray's last exhibition, a pivotal event that had become shrouded in mystery. He navigated through dusty archives and fragmented records, piecing together the circumstances surrounding the night she vanished. It was there that he learned of a critical painting intended to be the centerpiece, one that never made it into the public eye. He combed through accounts from art dealers, critics, and the whispers of a jealous rival, each story revealing layers of intrigue and betrayal. The deeper he delved, the more he felt the urgency of Aveline's unfulfilled potential. Just as he pieced together the timeline, a wave of unsettling connections began to swirl. Someone had orchestrated her disappearance to silence her voice. The chapter closed with him clutching a tattered photo, a lingering sense of dread filling the air, as he realized he was closer to uncovering a dark truth that loomed over Eldridge Lane. As Jacob succumbed to the weight of Aveline's haunting presence, he found himself enveloped in vivid dreams that blurred the lines between past and present. In these reveries, Aveline's emotions washed over him like a tempest, each stroke of her sorrowful artistry revealing the struggles she faced as a gifted female painter in a male-dominated world. He witnessed her moments of inspiration, how each canvas held fragments of her spirit battling against societal constraints. Jacob felt the sting of isolation she endured, muffled whispers of doubt alive in a society that regarded her talent as a mere novelty. The air was thick with unresolved pain, her yearning for creative freedom echoing in his mind with profound clarity. When he awoke, gasping in the dim light, he emerged with a renewed determination to not only understand Aveline's life, but to give her the voice she had been silenced for too long. As Jacob delved deeper into the art world of Aveline's time, the whispers in Eldridge Lane grew louder, urging him toward the shadows of betrayal. Poring over dusty records and forgotten correspondence, he uncovered a dark conspiracy that had long haunted Aveline's legacy. A web of jealousy spun by envious art dealers who conspired to sabotage her burgeoning career. Their acts of deceit had not only stolen her recognition, but also her life. Each revelation painted a clearer picture of how Aveline's undeniable talent had threatened the male-dominated art establishment, orchestrating her downfall. He felt the weight of her pain, an echo resounding through time, warning him that the same toxic forces that plagued Aveline still lingered. As he pieced together the fragments of her story, a chilling realization dawned upon him. The danger was not merely a relic of the past, it was a living shadow that now loomed over his quest for the truth. As Jacob continued to immerse himself in Aveline's memories, the air around him thickened with emotion. Each visit to Eldridge Lane heightened his connection to her spirit, and he could now feel her joys and sorrows coursing through him like a haunting melody. The whispers, once faint, grew clearer, carrying fragments of Aveline's laughter and heartache. They danced around him as he explored the remains of her studio, urging him to pick up the brush and create alongside her. During a late-night visit, he found himself enveloped in a vision of swirling colors, a reflection of Aveline's essence that seemed to beckon him towards her artistry. He was struck not just by her talent, but by the weight of her struggles, which echoed in his own life. Driven by a newfound resolve, Jacob recognized that unearthing Aveline's lost painting was not merely about solving a mystery. It was his chance to give voice to her forgotten spirit and reclaim the passion that had become lost in his own journey. Jacob's fingers trembled as he meticulously unfolded the fragile letter he discovered, hidden within the clutter of the studio. Its yellowed paper whispered secrets of Aveline's heart, revealing her true intentions for the elusive last painting that haunted his thoughts. In elegant strokes, she conveyed her longing for freedom from the societal constraints that bound her, the weight of expectation suffocating her artistic spirit. Each word resonated deep within him, igniting a profound empathy for Aveline's struggles. As he absorbed the depth of her dilemma, he felt an undeniable connection. Her pain mirrored his own battles against the pressures of his profession. With determination surging through him, Jacob realized that finding Aveline's masterpiece was now more than just an act of historical preservation. It was a quest for redemption. Just as he pocketed the letter, the ambient whispers intensified, steering him forward, affirming that the truth awaited him and Aveline's liberation was within reach. With a renewed sense of purpose, Jacob set out to uncover Aveline's lost painting, convinced it held the key to her liberation. He returned to Eldridge Lane, the whispers growing louder, guiding him through familiar yet unsettling terrains. As he meticulously pieced together every lead, he revisited the forgotten corners of Aveline's life, her favorite cafe, the lush park where she sketched, and the gallery that once exhibited her work. Each location resonated with energy, as if the very walls provided pieces of her story. A gentle breeze stirred the air, and Jacob felt Aveline's presence more than ever, her spirit urging him onward. He discovered clues embedded in the art world's history, a hidden gallery tied to her tragic tale, where her last masterpiece might have been clandestinely stored. Just as hope surged within him, he stumbled upon an old map that promised the revelation about the painting's whereabouts, setting the stage for a confrontation with the shadows of the past. As Jacob delved deeper into the shadowy corridors of Eldridge Lane, Aveline's presence grew more palpable. He could feel her ethereal essence guiding him, her whispers embellishing his thoughts with vivid images of her past. "Seek within the echoes of the studio," she urged, echoing through his mind like a gentle breeze. Each clue he unearthed revealed secrets of the artistic community that had once thrived here, turning his exploration into a shared journey. Together, they unveiled hidden murals and remnants of an era where creativity flourished amidst despair. Aveline's spirit infused the atmosphere with a passionate urgency, further intertwining their fates. Just as Jacob felt their connection solidifying, an unsettling chill enveloped him, a warning from Aveline about the lurking darkness tied to her legacy. He sensed that venturing too close to the truth could ignite dangers from the past, but the thrill of discovery propelled him forward. Jacob stood in the dimly lit studio, his heart racing as he faced the echoes of the darkness that had plagued Aveline for so long. The air crackled with tension, the whispers intensifying as he prepared for the final confrontation. With each step, he felt Aveline's spirit guiding him, urging him to confront the remnants of betrayal that had stolen her life and art. As he spoke the names of those who had wronged her, shadows flickered around him, revealing fragments of her last moments, the despair, the treachery, the heart-wrenching truth of her disappearance. With a surge of empathy, Jacob understood the weight of Aveline's anguish and the depth of her dreams unfulfilled. In a climactic revelation, the shadows unfurled to display the true story of her life, and Jacob realized that only through uncovering this truth could they both face their pasts and find peace. As Jacob stood in the dim art studio, he felt the weight of the air around him, thick with emotion and anticipation. He had spent days piecing together Aveline's story, and now it was time to conduct a ritual that would bridge the realm of the living and the spirit world. With each brushstroke inspired by her last piece, he recreated the essence of her longing. Each stroke a plea for freedom. The room pulsed with energy, the candles flickering as if responding to the whispers of Aveline's name. Jacob laid the final colors onto the canvas, each hue vibrating with her sorrow and triumph. As he traced the delicate lines, sunlight suddenly spilled through the cracked windows, bathing the studio in warmth. With a deep breath, he began to chant, the incantation merging art and spirit. Aveline's essence swirled around him, and as he finished, he felt her spirit lift, ready to embrace the light, finally free from her past.